Hello, I am Dr. Claire Monroe, a urologist. Most men are completely blind to the subtle, unconscious physical areas a younger woman exposes when her nervous system shifts into a state of high attraction. Today, we are discussing the 5 specific biological zones a woman will inadvertently reveal when she wants a physical connection to escalate. Stay with me until the 5th one, because it is the most counterintuitive, and most men mistake it for a sign of boredom rather than extreme physiological interest. There is one thing I found in the research regarding male physical readiness that no prescription comes close to replicating. It is not a drug. The name is in the pinned comment. Take a look before we continue. When men try to read the signals of a younger woman, they usually look for obvious cinematic cues. You might wait for her to be overtly touchy, to state her intentions directly, or to maintain intense, unbroken eye contact. When those dramatic signs do not happen, it is incredibly easy to assume she is not interested. Retreat into your shell and feel a quiet blow to your confidence. I need you to understand that missing these windows is not a failure of your masculinity or a sign that you are out of the game. You are simply looking for a conscious language, while she is speaking an unconscious, biological one. Women are wired to display subtle vulnerability when they are deeply attracted, exposing highly sensitive areas of the body to invite escalation. When you know how to read this physiological map, you stop hesitating. And that is exactly what this video is about. The first spot is the inner wrists. The skin here is incredibly thin, highly sensitive, and densely packed with nerve endings. When a woman rests her chin on her hands with her palms facing you, or consciously exposes the underside of her wrists while adjusting her posture, she is demonstrating a primate gesture of complete trust and physical openness. It is an unconscious signal that she feels entirely safe in your presence. The second spot is the lateral neckline. As her heart rate increases from physical attraction, blood flow to her carotid artery intensifies. By tilting her head or sweeping her hair back to deliberately expose the side of her neck, she is doing 2 things biologically. She is venting heat, and she is exposing one of the most vulnerable parts of the human anatomy. In behavioral biology, this is an open invitation for closer physical proximity. The third area is the upper chest flush. During moments of intense attraction, the autonomic nervous system triggers superficial vasodilation. If you pay close attention, you will notice a faint pink or red flush appearing across her collarbones and upper chest as the conversation deepens. This is not because the room is warm. It is a direct, uncontrollable physiological response to adrenaline and excitement that she cannot fake or hide. The fourth spot is the inner curvature of the foot and ankle. If you are sitting across from her, pay attention to her footwear. If she starts dangling a shoe, slipping her heel in and out, and exposing the arch of her foot, she is actually self-soothing her own heightened nervous system. The foot is packed with nerve endings, and exposing the sensitive inner ankle is a well-documented sign of subconscious relaxation and sexual comfort around a partner. The 5th spot is the nape of the neck. This is the one most men misread entirely. If she turns slightly away from you, lifts her hair, and exposes the back of her neck, many men assume she is disengaging or looking for an exit. In evolutionary psychology, turning your back and exposing the cervical spine is the ultimate display of submission and absolute trust. She is showing you an area she cannot protect, signaling that she wants you to close the distance. Understanding these 5 zones is powerful, but it is completely useless if your own physical readiness cannot match the moment. When you recognize these signs, your brain signals your body to prepare for action. If your pelvic musculature is tight and your regional circulation is compromised, your body cannot achieve the firmness and stamina required to escalate confidently. The ability to act on these biological signals relies entirely on unobstructed blood flow through the pelvic floor. When that circulation is restricted, the anxiety of potential failure overrides the excitement of her attraction. We have just decoded the biological meaning behind the inner wrists, the lateral neck, the chest flush, the inner ankle, and the nape of the neck. The male body is built to respond to these specific cues, provided the internal environment is healthy enough to do so. For years, you might have missed these moments because you were waiting for words instead of watching her biology. Now, you have information most men will never have. Use it. Comment below. How long have you been aware of this biological signaling, and what have you tried when you noticed it? This video has already been flagged twice for discussing human behavioral biology so openly. While it is still up, the link in the pinned comment is active. Go there now to ensure your regional circulation is ready when these moments happen.